Always exciting. New place, new trail. This is Gold Hill over in Sandpoint, Idaho. Not sure how steep up and down it's going to be, but I think I'm going to have a good viewpoint over the lake once I get up top there. I literally just finished my edit of my Spin Ultra 2 test run for my last camping trip over in Payette National Forest on the next trip here. And as I said, I was gonna bring these shoes out here because probably get into some steeper terrain. So this may end up being a quick follow-up to that review there, or at least that first impressions video. Mostly smooth so far on the lower slopes here. Nicely shaded, which is very nice. On the drive up here yesterday from Lewiston, it was touching like 95, 100 in the afternoon. Brutal. I ran over there, Hell's Gate State Park in Idaho. I did a little bit of a follow-up review on the Nike Wild Horse 10. That one's probably already up. Check that one out. It was crazy hot. Where I ran was just fully exposed, baking out there. So this is a bit of a respite so far on this trip. Lots of switchbacks on the way up here. It's a very hiker-friendly trail. I think it was rated as moderate on all trails. Very far from technical terrain right now. Probably nothing for this shoe right here. A little bit overkill, obviously, but we'll see as I go on. Definitely a steady incline here, steady uphill grade, some flat spots in the middle of the switchbacks there. I do like the flex again of the Spin Ultra 2. Naturally flexes right along with the ball of the foot into the toes. Very smooth on an uphill grade. Smooth climbing here, or climbing if you want to call it that. Sure, once I get up a little higher, rockiness underfoot will increase. That's a trail running feature, right? This is a pretty solid training hill. Just past 2.25 miles here, 1050 feet of elevation gain. It's kind of cool because you can, there's these steeper parts. You can kind of punch up really quick, hit the power a little bit on the corners of the switchbacks and maybe a few sections in between, and then you have those kind of flat spots in between the switchbacks to recover. So it's kind of like similar in a sense to those short interval stack workouts like 30-30 that I do on my treadmill at home. The idea being higher power for shorter segments and then some recovery in between. And then you could kind of keep up the higher power on those little bits instead of maybe a steadier, steeper climb where it's just you get kind of locked into this low or moderate power zone. So, I mean, this would be something like this is close to you. It's definitely be great for training. See, like a bit of a rise here. Could kind of punch up this turn here. Oh, actually, a few turns here. It's a little more extended than the ones I had down below. You get the idea. You could kind of punch up these shorter ones and then kind of ease off in between, although this one seems to keep going here. Should be coming up, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of a mile or so to the top here. I actually have no idea. I think it's 3 something. Well, here's the little recovery flat I was looking for. Taking the opportunity on this trip to forego my Coros heart rate armband. Just coming out of River of No Return, going all the way down to TrailCon, probably 14 to 16 hours of driving back and forth. On the way up here, straight away after that, another 10 hours. This time towing the travel trailer, which is more stressful and kind of takes a little more out of you with all the little wiggling that goes on behind you with the trailer. Anyway, kind of just have a sense that my heart rate data is not mentally going to do me any favors with, say, 2 weeks to go before Beaverhead 100K. So I am on vacation, just not generally wearing it on this trip. Just gonna kind of do these few weeks by feel. Oh, well, there you go. Sandpoint over there, across the bridge. We're staying at a friend's family cabin on the other side. Actually, late in the evening, did a little mini workout across the bridge, around downtown. Kind of some paths around there. I ran actually through downtown a little bit just for kicks. And I did a fast finish on the bridge all the way back. Didn't really actually check the time when I got back though. But yeah, I think this is the view everybody says when you come up here. This is the iconic view over Sandpoint. Wow, and it's quite a big difference standing out here in the sun. Let's see, I get 32 minutes on the way up here. I know that I think it may go a little higher up. I'm not sure which direction. Might see if I have to bushwhack to go a little higher. Maybe I'll go a little beyond, and I did want to work on my downhills. I've got 11 days before the race, so precious little time to do a hard downhill quad busting stimulus. Today might be a good one. I may go down, up, and down twice and hit it hard on the downs. Refreshing back in the shade. So came across to a road here. I think I looked on the map and the summit is actually, might have to hike a little bit up there, but being that I want to get the targeted downhills in today, I actually am going to zip back down. I don't want to bushwhack today. Hit the downhill hard and maybe come back up again for a second round. So I'm on my way back down now. I think the plan is I'm not gonna totally bomb it down. Don't wanna be too risky this close to the race, but I think a kind of steady 3 mile-ish descent, as long as I keep the legs turning over and push it a little bit, but safely, I think that'll do the legs some good. Because again, it is a 100K race, not like Golden Trail race where I need to be going crazy on the descent. I just need to kind of sharpen up the quads a bit. So kind of a longer, moderate, but still putting some pressure into the quads will probably do some good here. I guess I'll give kind of a different take here on the shoe as I'm heading down. The last one, I was really talking up kind of the off-trail alpine aspect of it, but you could see the majority of this run here, pretty smooth. There are some twists and turns little bit of rocky parts, but I think I'll focus this one by saying that I don't think the shoe is hindering me at all in this smooth terrain. Like, it's still nice to run in. It's not overly heavy, 10.7 ounces. Like I said, flex is good on the climb, has good enough cushion on the downhill. Yes, you can wear something lighter and thinner, but this is feeling quite good on the down right now. Probably like that little bit of extra TPE cushion and protection in a training sense. Don't beat up the feet and legs too much. So I wouldn't say this is a shoe that you just have to strictly reserve for the most rugged terrain. I mean, I'd say it is highly versatile because I have some other shoes on this run, some higher stack stuff. I'd definitely be less stable on the way down here. Some of those other shoes I brought with me. This one, of course, feels rock solid, especially on those switchback corners. Just plant and hit the turn. Very solid, like here, bam, and I'm going. 90 degree there, or 180, whatever. So I hope you enjoyed a little bonus review session here. As usual, let me know if you like these kind of videos here. I'm not quite spewing out the shoe review details here, but just kind of taking you with me, and we're feeling out the shoe together, or at least I'm sharing it with you as I go. So I hope you appreciate that. Like and subscribe, please. Check out humblerunning.com. It's very hot where you are. I hope that you'll be able to find a shady route just like this a little bit easier in the summertime. Thank you for watching. This is actually quite a bit more hairy going downhill, obviously, than going up. You could pick your way more easily going slower, but I'm actually very happy that I picked this shoe. All these twists and turns, really. Stability is great here when I'm kind of setting the edge on my line. Feels very well held, not at any point like it's gonna tip over. There's always that risk, but I just feel generally very confident. Switchbacks are tighter down here, but yeah, whew, great handling shoe. I think I probably didn't talk about it that much. Of course, going up is different. $8.35 per mile. 1693 of gain. I'm detraining. Look at that, unfortunately. I don't believe in that. Let's see, 7.7 miles almost, 835, 106. Faster on the way down, obviously. That was a pretty ripping downhill, I have to say. More than I expected. All right, let me see what I got. I got these 2 bars I picked up at TrailCon. 30 more grams. Put pH 1500 in here. A little bit more scratch in my back bottle here. Gonna head up for one more round, so I will see you in the next video.